Welcome back to Stitching Big Things with Hallie. I'm Hallie. Thanks so much for joining me today. It is Friday, February 12th, 2021, and I would like to welcome any new viewers to the channel. This is a channel about cross stitch, so hopefully you are in the right place. And if you're a returning viewer, hey guys, welcome back. Trust me, I know how valuable and how important your time is. And I am very grateful that you choose to spend a little of that time checking in with me every week. So thank you so much, and it's great to see you again. Okay, it's been a good week. I've done a little bit of stitching. We are kind of back in the flow. I think I told you last week that my son was still in quarantine. He is now been released from quarantine, which is great. He got to go back on Tuesday, and we're back to normal schooling, normal basketballing. We just have a few games left. And so it feels very normal again. So what did I get done this week? My first WIP is in this wonderful bag by Carolyn Toten Bags. You guys know if you've been here for any length of time. As my husband says, I like to collect these bags. The last time one came in, that's what he said to me. He goes, I think we're just collecting them at this point. Yeah, I do have projects in most of them, but the new ones I am just collecting. This is Mistletoe, the Broken Star collection by Carolyn Manning Designs. You guys have seen this a couple of times. Let me get my floss out of here. That's what I always do. I stick my floss that I'm currently in process on, it's on my needle even, but I just stick it in my grime guard. It holds it there, helps me keep track of what I was working on the last time, because goodness golly, if I sleep, there's no guarantee that I will remember what's happening. Okay, so here's where I am. Last time I had moved over into this with just a few colors. I was still stitching up the last bit over here. I have now finished this side, and I'm now working over here. As you guys can see, this is as far as it goes. So I'm able to get the whole project left to right in this Q-snap. So that's super good. You guys will remember this the white star here is the middle. So it's, I work on Pattern Keeper, so I don't know how many pages it is. I just keep working. But, it would be as if you had 4 quadrants, and I'm up here in this section. I did show this last week. I am using this for the Full Coverage Fanatics bookshelf challenge. And I think I told you that I was going to pause, that I needed to work on a few other things. On Friday, I didn't get to stitching till late, and I just decided, you know what, I'm going to quick grab this, because nothing else was really calling to me yet. So I decided to grab this real quick, and it stitches up so fast. I got another 1,100 stitches in it in one day. I mean, it's so fast. Now, it was a Friday, so I did probably work until midnight or so. But, in fact, I think it was midnight. I think I had to make sure I stopped and looked at my number before the time. Before at midnight, my numbers reset on Pattern Keeper, and I needed to check it before. It's about 1,100. So if I got about 3,600 stitches left to meet that challenge in Full Coverage Fanatics. It is for the Bookshelf Challenge for Outlander, which is requiring 8,500 stitches. So, whoops, get floss in there. I'm stitching that on an 18 count mushroom that I just had in my stash from when my cross stitch, my LNS went out of business. So, and I'm stitching that 2/2. And like I said, it's super fast. I love the design. If you're at all interested in any of those, she has a variety of different colorways and all of that. I think I actually got 3, but this is the one I decided to stitch up because I hadn't seen very many people stitching it, and I loved the Christmassy colors. So I got that done on Friday. I did make a note. I can see my notes here. Pattern Keeper tells me I'm 45% of the way done. So that's exciting. That's probably the farthest I am on any of my full coverage pieces. And that one and my Nutcracker, which you won't see today, but those two are my focus pieces that I'm working on to work towards a finish this year. I think both of those could probably be a finish. So I'm giving those extra time. Then I decided to pull out another project. Oh, let me show you my bag, just so you can see them, because you guys, they're so fun. This is another Christmassy bag, Garen Toten bags. This was before they put they've had some iterations. This is before they put their logo up here. So they were putting them down here. Now they put them up here on the top flap. So this one's an older piece. It's got the Christmassy Christmas inside with the words on the outside. So this is my Charting Creations piece. Spirit Forest Santa. It is by Ruben. Artwork is by Ruben McHugh. But I love him. He is super, super cute. So, and I am not very far on him at all, but I thought it would be fun to pull out. I decided to use him for one of the bookshelf challenges, the notebook, I think. 2200 stitches. Yeah, 2270, because that's what I got into it. I actually got that part completed. So last time, let's talk about what I did this time. Last time I had kind of this real light, it's kind of hard to see, but I added a bunch of black in the background. That's what these big patches are. And there's lots of little stitches all through these. I did all the black in olive here. I finished up a little bit that was left here in the lighter color, did all the lighter blue that's all down through here, and then went back and got the second color of darker blue in as well. So got 2270. I was a few more than that, but about that for that project. So I did get that challenge completed. So that's exciting. This is, let me look at my notes, 25 count. I'm doing the easy grade fabric, which you can see, which I love. I love the gridding because it helps me check and double check to make sure I'm in the right place. 25 count. This is stitched 1/1. So I am enjoying that. That was the second one. So when I got finished with that, it was, notes. Again, go back to my notes. This one tells me, my Pattern Keeper tells me I'm 3% done. Not very far. Not very far at all, but I did get another 2200 stitches in. The third project that I worked on lives in this kind of Halloween-y bag. Again, it's an older bag because it doesn't have their label right on the top, but that doesn't mean anything. It's a wonderful bag. Let me find the cover piece. Okay, this is Red Maple Fairy, artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, charted by Hade. Sorry about that, guys. That was the home phone. Anyway, she looks very autumnal to me, and so when I write her in my book, I write Autumn Fairy. That's what I think of when I think of her. So I was really, really hoping that I could get to the point where I could pull her out of the Q-snap, because there is some, it's background. This is background. But I would love to get a better perspective. All I've got is this that's, a little bit of her head. But I did not get that far, and I may not get that far for a little bit. As you can see, there are a lot of little, I'm going to call them ninja stitches because I don't know what else to call them, little fill-in stitches. I've gotten a lot of the big ones, but as soon as I get the rest of this fill-in, particularly in this area, if I can even work down and get the, the little bit of her wing and all of this kind of taken care of and filled in, then I would feel like I could move her. Probably have to get a little more of the eye done too, so it may be a little bit, But I would love to get to move her so I can then start. I would probably go back up at the top with some more of the background and the top of her hair, which is obviously rolled up here in the Q-snap. But it's coming along. I have struggled the last few times. The way I am stitching these, I do a lot of cross country with what I can see on my Q-snap. And so, which I like because then I can use up the thread. I'm not changing colors quite as much, but now I'm at the point where I'm doing all these little fill-in stitches and it doesn't go nearly as fast. It takes a lot longer, but I'm getting there. The last few times I've been a little frustrated as I've worked on her, but I really am getting there. So I'm going to keep pressing on. I may change the way I do it, but now that I've gotten this far, I may ultimately change and may go back to more, I'm not going to do parking. Parking confuses me, but I may go back to more of color, completing a whole section and working smaller sections rather than this big section. Anyway, okay, that we'll figure that out in time. So I worked on her. I added another 1150 stitches on her. I am doing her for the chocolate. I don't remember. It's something about chocolate for that book challenge. And for that, you need 2,200. So I have about 1,100 to go on her. So I am going to keep pressing on and keep working, and I can get down in her eyes and get all this filled in, her eyebrow and all that, and a little bit of this wing, and then finally finish up, in her hair. This is all stitched up in here. I do find that as I'm having things here, I'm adding, more and more up here. But I'm really trying to focus down in this part so I can get the Q-snap to actually move. So, and when I do, I promise I will pull her out. I will not start stitching and move the Q-snap until I pull her out so you guys can see her. My notes tell me I'm doing 18 count easy grid 2/1. I really like 2/1, you guys. I have been doing a lot of 1/1, particularly with Spirit Santa. My Cookie Fairies 1/1 on 25. This is 18 count 2/1. I love 2/1. I am just a sucker for the way I figured out how to stitch initially. 2/1, fold it over, catch the loop, and go. Not that I don't like 1/1, but 2/1 just is easy for me. I like the coverage. I like that it's thick. I know some people don't like the thickness. I do like the thickness. I find that I don't have as much, I don't even know how to describe it. How when you have a thread that kind of pulls out a little bit and you need to snag nab it, I have less of that when I do 2/1 than I do with 1/1. So I don't know if it's my tension, or what it is, but anyway, we'll move on. I am, according to Pattern Keeper, about 22% of the way done with Red Maple Fairy, or Autumn Fairy, as I like to call her. So that was really it for my stitching. I have a question for you guys before you go. If you only love stitching and that's all you're here for, great. I don't have much haul either, so just maybe stick around. But I do have a question. Sometimes I worry that I don't have enough to show and that my videos are going to be very quick. This one's going to be 15, 16 minutes at the most. That's not very long. When I'm stitching, I love it when I find a 45, an hour, the big mega ones, an hour and a half. I love that kind of video because I can just go and focus and listen. So I need you guys' help. What do you like to see? Do you mind these shorter videos? Do you like every week, and that every week and being consistent is more important? Or would you prefer a longer video and maybe go 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month? What do you like? I'm interested. I want to do what everybody likes and enjoys, and of course fits with my schedule. So comment below if you really have an opinion one way or the other. I would love to hear it. so that I know that we're, you know, really kind of doing what you guys want to see. So let me know. Longer, or do you like these a little shorter? Doesn't matter to me. I'm happy either way. Okay, haul. You guys know I do a classic Colorworks floss fix. I get this from the Fact Quarter shop every month. I do classic Colorworks and a week's dye works. I think it might have even been last week or last video or 2 videos ago. I had my weeks. This one is the classic Colorworks. This one is Wild Strawberry. Let me hold it up again so you can see exactly what's going to be in there. Some beautiful colors. And I will just hold it up here so you can get a peek. Strawberry, Wild Strawberry. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of holding them. Wild Strawberry is the name of this collection. They like to kind of go by colorway. And you guys know, if you've been here before, you've heard my spiel. I love it by colorway so that when I'm going to replace something or I'm looking for a color, I have some options that are in the similar colorway. So that's why I like that. If you're interested, I am sure, at least as far as I know, last time I looked, they were still taking signups for the weeks as well as Classic Colorworks. Please keep in mind, you guys, they are shipping those out as fast as they can. There are sometimes delays, and that's understandable. We are all living together in this time, so I certainly can comprehend what's going on their side. As soon as the floss companies get their stuff out, they are shipping it. So anyway, so it's a great little, you know, it's not terribly expensive if you're looking for a way to supplement your floss collection. Certainly it's a great way. So check out Fat Quarter Shop for that. That's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, pretty quick. My total for this week was about 4,500 stitches, pretty average for me. And I'm hoping that, you know, as I get through Autumn Fairy and get these stitches that go a little slower, we get to a faster area where I can do more of the background stitching, those numbers will increase. But I'm enjoying it. We just keep going. So thanks guys so much. Please comment below. Let me know what kind of video you like to see. Do you like it a little longer? Do you mind if there's a couple weeks in there? Or would you rather have the weekly shorter videos? I can do either, and would love to accommodate whatever you guys would like to see. So thank you so much. So good to see you again. Everybody stay safe. Everybody share some love with somebody this Valentine's Day, whether you have a partner or a significant other or a spouse or just a good friend. We could all just use some more love. So take some time this Sunday on Valentine's Day to give some love to the people in your life. So everybody have a great week and keep stitching those big things. Bye-bye.